When we mess up, our natural tendency is to cover up. No one has to teach us this. Right? You did this naturally as a kid. If you have kids, you've seen your kids do this. And as we get older, that tendency doesn't change. Living in the dark just feels safer. We can control it, and it's difficult to admit shortcoming. We've all felt that weight of living with a secret sin or a struggle that we've never let anyone in on. And one thing living in the dark does is it creates distance between us and God. Not because He's any further than He was, but because our shame makes us think He's done with us. I love what David writes in Psalm 32, verses 1 and 2. He says, "Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sin the Lord does not count against them, and in whose spirit is no deceit." For anyone in Christ, that's you. As an overflow of that reality, David goes on to say this in verse 5. "I acknowledged my sin to you and did not cover up my iniquity. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sin." So here's my challenge to you today. Grab a journal and confess to God any sin or shortcoming that you've kept hidden. And then read Psalm 32 and let your heart experience the freedom that comes by the way of the grace of God. You need to know that you are loved, you are redeemed, and you are forgiven.